Well, ladies and gentlemen, Victoria, thank you very much for that introduction. Yes, we have St Monans Auld Kirk here. My name is Peter Perry. I'm a member of St Monans Auld Kirk Enterprise, and this is the kirk. And it's been a sanctuary and a place of worship since it was founded by King David II in 1360. So it's been around for a wee while. And you don't see it there, you will see it later on, but it enjoys an absolutely stunning location right on the North Sea. Anyway, our journey began in May 2023 when St Monans and Abercrombie Community Council held a series of open meetings to allow people to voice their feelings at the recently divulged news that the Church of Scotland were intending to sell the Auld Kirk. This is a building, like I said, which has dominated the village for 650 years. It means a huge amount to everyone in the village, whether they were regular church attendees or not. Everyone felt ownership of that building, and people were angry and upset at the news, but resoundingly at the meetings, the feeling came through that everybody wanted the church to remain part of the community. And so the Community Council set up a working party to investigate what our options were. At this point, I'd like to flag up, oh, sorry, I should be clicking somewhere. How do you work this? Yeah, so that's another picture of the kirk, just at its seaside location. Yeah, at this point, I'd like to flag up the huge help and support that SMAKE have received from Fife Historic Buildings Trust, especially Deborah Kent, who's sitting there supporting us today. They have been involved with the project from the very start. You were actually given prior notice that that 3 historic churches in Fife were coming up for sale by the Church of Scotland. St Monans was one of them, and you already had funding in place for initial investigations to be undertaken. You've supported us in local events, including European Heritage Doors Open Days. You've set up meetings with business planners, quantity surveyors, conservation architects, marketing consultants. You've enabled us to refine our vision for the kirk, and you've applied for lots of funding on our behalf. So I have to say, the progress that we've made up to date has been in great measure down to Fife Historic Buildings Trust and Deborah. Thank you very much. So our journey began with the open meetings. At these meetings, attendees were given the opportunity to put their names on a volunteer list. And from that list, after the meetings were over, the Community Council asked 6 of us to form a working party to investigate purchasing the kirk from the Church of Scotland. The first thing we did was inform the Church of Scotland General Trustees that the community were interested in buying the kirk, and the General Trustees have been good with us and patient because they know it's a long journey and have allowed us time to get the bid together and all the paperwork that we need together. We've got guidance from the document Your Church, Your Community, which I think a lot of people in here will know all about, and also a lot of experience from Fife Historic Buildings Trust. So using their experience, we reached out to the community to ask how the community thought the church should be used in the future. We attended community events such as the Sea Queen Day and asked people to note down on post-it notes what they thought the church should be used for going forward. And also we asked them to note down what they did not want it to be used for. And the comments were just put on post-it notes and onto a board. And after the events were over, the comments were analysed, and overwhelmingly and resoundingly, people wanted the kirk to carry on as a place where major life events are celebrated. Weddings, christenings, civil partnerships, funerals, that sort of thing. So part of our journey, we've met up with volunteers from similar local projects to take advantage of their experience. We've contacted 5 voluntary action to look at governance structures, and on the back of that, we've set up a company limited by guarantee, and that just came through a couple of weeks ago. We continue to be in close contact with Historic Scotland and Fife Council Planning Department. From the comments that were received at the various community events that we attended, we've kind of made this word cloud, or Deborah made this word cloud, and it does give a really nice idea of just how people viewed the future of the Kirk. And these ideas have also guided our vision, and our vision is quite simply just to enable the Auld Kirk to be used for the benefit of the community of St Monans, and keep it there as an asset for the foreseeable future. So our next steps, well, to open a bank account, and sounds easy, but never that easy. So we have made an application, and we're waiting to hear back from the bank involved. We've still to apply to Oscar for charity registration, and we have been advised that having the 2 regulators, Charity and Companies House, gives funders a lot more reliability that their money is being well spent. So we're overseen by 2 people, but that will be a good thing in the end. We need to finalise our business plan with a view to submitting an application to the Scottish Land Fund for stage 2 funding, which will enable us, if successful, to purchase the Kirk. We've carried out an independent valuation. We've had conservation architects advise us on interior and exterior works that would need to be undertaken immediately we got ownership. And of course, once we get ownership, then we just head into a whole new set of problems to be solved. And well, that's the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to tell you about our journey. Thank you very much.